Birgit.
A Lithuanian woman was murdered last night at the Hotel Europe in Copenhagen.
The same thing happened in Antwerp. Europol is setting up a joint investigation team between Berlin, Antwerp and Copenhagen. Your colleagues will be from Inspector
To go home. Alicia Verbeek moet kort gehouden worden.
Jackie Muller, police superintendent from the BKA in Berlin.
I am sure that there are 3 different psychological profiles.
Han rejser rundt i sit eget navn, og han gør intet for at skjule sin identitet.
Ja, men har vi blivit hem?
Ja, hvis han gerne vil ses, hvor
Så betyder ju inte att han är mördare.
Ich weiß keine Ahnung, was das für Schweine sind. Die handeln mit Menschen. Und zwar richtig. Dann einfach verschwinden!
Ich will das nicht wissen!
get your people out of there.
Fahndet die Polizei europaweit nach dem belgischen Schriftsteller Jean-Louis Poquelin.
We need to get away from here.
Ich bringe dig jo.
Das glaube ich kaum.
Så hvis der er et hus fuld af kokain, vi har beslaglagt, så har vi fået en medalje, men et hus fuld af slaver, så er vi bare pisseirriterende.
Tu t'arrêtes, tu m'écoutes.
Det är illa här. Det är mycket värre än vad jag trodde.
Ingrid Delton, as the Director General of the European Broadcasting Union, you must be very happy with the event this evening, the launch of a brand new gritty drama series, which as far as I understand represents very close cross-EU collaboration. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. I mean, we all know that when you do, we all know American series, but we also know that whenever you go for a national production, the national production always outweighs and outperforms American series. And in this case, we're extremely proud that we have and we have the possibility to present, before it's actually on air, a sort of a pre-screening of a European series that actually is in 3 countries at home.
Andy Vecker, you're the creative producer on the team, which fair few people saw the first 2 episodes of last night, and there was a tremendous reaction to it. It seems to me that there are any number of gritty crime dramas being produced. What makes the team so different?
I think the biggest difference is that it really crosses the borders of Europe, and that it has even though it crosses, it still has a very unique vision and a very high consistency in storytelling.
I mean, we were watching it last night, and gritty certainly came across. I'm getting the impression that there are going to be many, many twists and turns in the 8 episodes ahead. Is that the case?
Definitely. You'll be surprised.
I'm looking forward to being. 10 million was spent on it, as far as I understand. Is that across all 8 episodes, or is that pretty much the budget?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's even a bit more, and that's quite, for a European co-production, it's quite high budget. But of course we cannot compete with a budget like the American shows have, that sometimes per episode have even $2 or $3 million or even euros in a way. But we are happy with the budget. It has been given a certain amount of freedom.
Definitely something distinctly European about it, and I feel that was one of the strengths that came across. Do you feel that will work well in the States as well?
You mean the show would work in the States? I'm not sure. I hope so, and I think the basic concept of crime that travels over borders and police investigators that do the same thing and communicate all over the place, I think that's something that might, as a concept, travel really well. If they appreciate the languages of Europe, that we have shot in 6 languages, even if you count all the languages, we had a little Russian and a little Lithuanian, but basically we had Danish, Flemish, German, English when they all speak together, Swedish, and a little bit of French. So if they don't, if in English-speaking territories they don't appreciate it, then maybe they won't like it. But I think it's definitely an added value.
It opens or starts broadcasting in Germany at the end of February, and it doesn't come to Belgium until autumn. Could you tell me who the killer is, please?
Who what?
Who the killer is?
Oh, yeah, I could.
So why do you think, Ingrid, that co-production is so important?
Well, first of all, we are very much used to high production value, coming from American series, by the way, which are, of course, fantastically produced. So in order to be able to actually build and produce something that have similar value with regard to production, you have normally to look outside of your national borders. First of all, to find the money, to finance high production value, but second also to market the movie and to a widest possible audience. And having 8 broadcasters doing this together in the way they do this time, I think is quite unique. Also with regard to the way the series is told, because of course, contrary to the American market, you deal with lots of languages, and you have to address the language issue, and I think it's done in a very clever way.
When can people look forward to seeing this then across the next year?
Yeah, well, it's going to be launched by the end of February. It starts in Germany, of course, because ZDF and its producer was very, is a driver of the project, and they're being the first that are going to launch it. And it's going to be launched first for free on the media player of ZDF, and it's going to be on air for the first time in March.
Where will it be on air first?
It's going to be in Germany on air.
Belgium, our country here, when will they arrive in Belgium?
I think here in Belgium you have to wait a little longer. As far as I know, it's not going to take, it's going to be probably somewhere in summer or autumn, at least 6 months later.